Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of News You Can Use. Thank you for joining us again at LaSalle TV. I'm your host, Thera Martin, and today on the program, I've got two great guests, and we're going to shine the spotlight on them in our first segment. We're going to talk with Mr. Kofi Asante. I've known him all of my professional career, I believe. Yes, for sure. And he is the artistic director of No Longer Bound Productions, and he's going to tell us about a wonderful musical that they have put together, and they're going to be presenting it in Philadelphia and in some other cities too. And then in our second segment, we're going to talk with a CEO, a woman CEO, Tiffany Chavous, and she's going to tell us about the educational experience you can get when you come to Somerset Academy. Stay along with us for the ride. We'll be back with our first guest in just a moment. Here, Thera Martin with you on this edition of News You Can Use.
Very much happy to meet you.
Wow.
Good to see you.
It is good to see you, but you didn't say that. You said you can use Reboot. I'm Thera Martin, and I am glad to be back at LaSalle TV. And here we go with the show, News You Can Use. Thank you again for joining me, whether you're joining me in your home, if you're in your car, if you're at the gym, wherever it is that you're checking out News You Can Use, we welcome you. And we welcome you, Brother Kofi Asante. Woo-woo. So good to see you.
You know, it's always a pleasure.
Oh, boy, I think back over the years, and I think it was the Black History Parade or Kwanzaa Parade we did back over there by Uptown Theater.
Festival,
we marched down Broad Street,
all that stuff.
Boy. Good stuff. And here you are still doing good stuff today, and it's Afrocentric centered.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I'm very proud, and thank you for inviting me on News You Can Use.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful thing. But I've been inspired. I've been working on this project for 4 years. It started actually as a video that Andrea Mohammed from the Greater Philadelphia YMCA asked me to create a video that talked about Juneteenth. So I created a character called the Juneteenth Griot. And I did this film and just told the story with some background music and told about Colonel Granger going into Galveston, Texas, and blah, 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 blah. They played it for their 200 inner city children in the Poconos to their summer program. The kids loved it. Then they asked me to come back and do something physical, so I created a young audience program with the Universal Dance and Drum Ensemble. My wife, is a vocalist, and myself, I played the griot and went there and we killed them kids. They were like, damn, they went bananas. But it gave me the impetus. I said, maybe we got something here. So then the following year, I took a cadre of 20 artists there, and we began to create We Are Free, No Longer Bound, the musical. Now, the theme song is We Are Free, No Longer Bound, which was written by Alfie Pollack, Walter Surrey, and James Solomon. And we've been really doing this, trying to get this song out there since 2016, when we were part of the Philadelphia Community of Leaders with Kenny Gamble, and we did the Juneteenth Parade downtown all that night. So we developed the play based on that theme song, We Are Free, No Longer Bound. Every day Juneteenth comes around. And now we have a cadre, we have 35 cast members made up of the Philadelphia Dance and Drum Association, the FX dancers, Sterling Barr, who is excellent, now plays the griot, and a host of others. We got little Ava Brown, beautiful young lady. Our cast is from 8 to 80.
8 years old, up to age 80?
Up to 80.
What?
Rogi Kenyatta. I got some of the finest percussionists that are in the production. And what I did was deliberately make the drum the centerpiece of the play in terms of music, from a music perspective, because the drum represents African culture. Without the drum, there is no African culture. Well, and we do a variety of different dances and songs. Every song in the production is an original composition, except for Lift Every Voice and Sing, and the African songs and chants that we're doing.
And I heard that the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing, is a rendition the likes of which we have never seen performed before across America. That's what I heard.
Well, you ain't heard no lie, I'll tell you it's the truth. No, Alfie did the arrangements, and we created the No Longer Bound Singers, and some Kamara Jordan, my wife Anita, Felicia Watkins. This is such a great cast of people that are doing the songs. I wrote a song called We All We Got. We have another song that's written by Janet McDonald. It's called Ashe, and what Ashe means, I can't wait. Kamara Jordan leads that, by the way. And it's just wonderful. We're doing the dances that we're doing. We're doing one of the oldest dances that was brought to to America by Dr. Pearl Primus in 1959, Fanga. But we're doing the choreography that Arthur Hall created for that particular piece.
Okay.
And when them young people hit the stage, oh man, they up.
They fire, huh? They
fire.
fire.
They on fire. They're on fire. The monologues that were written, the young gentleman, Sterling Barr, I gave him concepts, and he wrote these monologues. There's 3 specific documents that the piece centers around. Order number 3, that was read by Conor Granger in 1865, when he let the remaining 250,000 enslaved Africans that they were free after 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation. The Emancipation Proclamation is a centerpiece, and so is the Declaration of Independence, to be able to tell our truth as we see it from that perspective. So that, like the Emancipation Proclamation, Abe Lincoln, thank God for him, right?
Yes.
But it was a business deal. It was commodities. It was rice, cotton, and us. And what that was about. And so we're saying these things in song and in dance, and so that our children could understand where we were at those particular times. Even when the Declaration of Independence was written, we were still considered 3/5 of a man.
Right.
So our children need to understand our culture and tradition. But I mixed it with cultural traditions from Ghana, from Liberia, and so that our children could also see that we've been kings and queens for a long time.
Long time. We didn't just arrive yesterday.
We didn't just arrive yesterday.
Yeah.
So we opened with this piece called Gazo, and it's from Ghana, and it's a dance that talks about being your pride, and it's a freedom cry. And again, there was a song that Arthur Hall taught me, and they do this dance, Gazo, in the song, and it leads right into, we ask the audience to stand for Lift Every Voice and Sing. And then they hear this rendition that just blows everybody out of the water.
I can't wait to hear it.
Oh,
my. So, before we run out of time, you got to tell us, how can people get to see this amazing musical?
In February, we will be at Seaport Museum on the 10th and the 11th. That's for children and students, but others can come. On the 16th and the 23rd, we'll be at the Green Street Friends Theater in Germantown. Right in Germantown.
Okay.
Shows start at 3 o'clock, and we want everybody to come out. If you want to, you can go to our website. It's no longer boundthemusical.com, no longer boundthemusical.com, or you can just give us a ring at on our number, which is 215-821-9070.
And if there's some big pocket benefactors who are watching LaSalle TV right now on Comcast Channel 56 or on Verizon Channel 36, and you just want to buy a whole bucket of tickets so that some folks can go who might not otherwise get to see the play, how can they be in touch so that they can make a contribution?
Again, go to our website, no longer boundmusical.com, or call 215-821-9070, and I will pick up the phone and answer and talk to anyone that wants to help us, because we need the help.
Say the number again.
It's 215-821-9070.
Okay, that's the golden number
That's
to get
number.
Those tickets, purchase those tickets for We Are Free, No Longer Bound. I love it. Mr. Kofi Asante is my guest, Artistic Director for No Longer Bound Productions. So you're going to roll it out in Philadelphia. And I have a feeling that the dates you gave us are good, solid dates, and then you're going to probably come back with some more dates for Philadelphia.
We're going to come back
and then in other cities,
you better
too?
believe it. I'm so proud. We just got an invitation to Bahia, Brazil, and in terms of some work that I had done years ago. And then we're also being asked to come to Washington, D.C. to be at Lincoln Theater in Washington. So, and then there'll be some other dates. We very well may be at the Mount Erie Church in God in Christ in the end of March. So look out for those dates.
Ooh, sounds good, sounds good. The phone number to call again if you want to get tickets, 215-821-9070. That's 215-821-9070. Kofi Asante, thank you for getting here.
Oh,
I appreciate you so much. And we just want to tell the world about all the great stuff you have going on.
Yeah, it's a blessing.
All right, God bless you, and please give my respect to your wife. All right. Thank you so much. We'll be back in just a moment. My next guest, she is coming up. I'm talking about Tiffany Chavous. She's going to tell us all about the Somerset Academy. Stay with us right here at LaSalle TV.
essential workers essential.
We keep where you work and live clean and safe.
We harvest fresh produce for your families to eat.
We help you heal when you're sick.
Essential workers help our nation run. You're in every corner of our country and come from all over the globe. I'm Marty Walsh. The Wage and Hour Division at the Department of Labor helps ensure you receive the essential protections you deserve. Visit our website or call 866-4US-WAGE.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Labor.
We put our trust in professionals with years of training to help us lead healthy lives. We rely on them to do their jobs with diligence and dedication, because if they don't, our lives are on the line. Clean water is essential to survive. 98% of fresh water lies underground, which must be accessed by trained groundwater professionals. One trained groundwater professional can ensure the health of an entire community. Don't take clean water for granted. Learn how to protect our water at groundwater.okstate.edu.
When a child in your life requires intensive care, their health fragile, their condition complex, certified acute care pediatric and neonatal nurse practitioners will give you the information and support you need to make the best decisions for your child, while providing the critical care your child needs. Trained to diagnose and manage life-threatening conditions and emergencies, they are trained to make a difference. Learn why at certifiednurses.org.
Dear University of...
Thank you for your offer
to become student ID number 283471.
While I appreciate your desire
for my impeccable academic record,
I must decline the opportunity
to get a generic degree.
I've decided to tell my story.
To be a student,
not a statistic.
I wish you good luck in the future
as I embark on mine.
Right now, I am so excited. I get to shine the spotlight on Somerset Academy and I was going to say Dawn. Tiffany Chavous.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
I'm so glad to have you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes. Well, let me just say, when I went down to Somerset Academy last summer, end of the summer, 2024, I'd never been there before, right?
Wow.
I didn't know what I was going to. I didn't know what it was. Jaw-dropping. A jaw-dropping building. I love the building and the atrium area, and it's just so, you know, it's peaceful and serene. Yes. And when I think about children and teachers and parents having an opportunity to be in that building, what you created with your mom, Barbara Chavous, y'all did your thing.
Thank you. Thank you. It is amazing. It's an amazing journey. We're celebrating 10 years. So this year we will have our 10-year anniversary, August 15th. Stay tuned.
Right.
And it's really, you know, a labor of love. But I will say, and I tell everyone, we started that school on our knees. When you talk about prayer and when you talk about the support of the community, that's how Somerset was created. Like you said, my mother, the founder, the owner, had a vision that some thought she was a little, you know, strange going into her later years, and said, you know, I want to bring the suburbs into the city, and that's what she did. That's exactly what she did. So the type of education, the curriculum, the things you see, like you said, when you walk into the building, I tell everyone, it is not a daycare. We are an academy. We are a school, labor of love. We have a chef that prepares all of our meals. Wow. Everything is from scratch. We have a garden inside and outside. We have music therapy. What else? We have Asante was just here talking about African culture. Yes. One of the things that we do every morning is a Harambe circle. Harambe in Swahili means let's pull together. And so every morning our kids are saying good morning in 7 different languages.
And wait a minute, what age do you start? Don't you start with babies?
I do. We have infants all the way to after school. And you will hear them every morning at 9 o'clock. You gotta come at around 9. They say good morning, they say abarahi zasabuhi, and that is in Swahili, that's good morning. They say ni hao, it's Mandarin. Guten Morgen is German. Ni hao What else? I think bonjour.
Yes.
And you know,
French,
Spanish.
French,
So
French.
every
Okay.
morning, so we're teaching them different languages. They learn to spell good morning every day. Positive affirmations. We instill positivity in children.
The other thing I noted the day that I was there, which was Carnival Day.
Yes.
And it was a lot of fun, a lot of activity, a lot of families and children stuff. It was family-friendly fun going on all around me. But even while all of that was happening, I noticed that you all were still offering tours to parents who had interest in maybe signing their children up to go to Somerset Academy.
Yes.
And I wanted to break away go on one of them tours so bad, but I was there doing some work, so I couldn't do that. But just the part that I did get to see blew me away. Absolutely blew me away.
We offer tours every day, all day. We have free preschool. So the Philly Pre-K program, Pre-K counts that are run by the state and the city, we offer them at Somerset, along with Early Head Start for our infant toddler program. The free preschool part of the day is from 8 to 2:30. All you got to do is come and enroll. We offer uniforms. We provide the shirts for our kids, all of the supplies. Right now we're having a special. So if you enroll right now for the next 60 days, you will get a dinner for 4 on us. You will get a free apparel, children's apparel, as well as a free week of tuition.
Okay, that sounds really neat. So now, what is the age group of children that you all accept?
For 0 all the way to after school. The free portion for the preschool is 3 to 5. And the programs require that the children are 3 prior to September 1st.
Okay.
But if you don't have a child that's 3 before September 1st, we still have a program for you. We have a transition class that gets them ready for preschool.
And then after school programs, so children who are in that neighborhood and go to a neighborhood public school or charter school or Catholic school, their parents can sign them up.
Yes, and we pick them up in that in the general area. So we drop off and pick up. We have homework help. We have a baseball team. We teach DJing for our kids and drumming. We teach martial arts, dance, art. Somerset is really the place to be. People will say it's a vibe. That's the, I guess that's the new lingo. It's a vibe. You know, it's, I think you said it's fire, right?
I got a vibe in that atrium area, man. I had a vibe. It was so hard to keep working because I wanted to just put my feet back and eat some food and just,
Yeah, it's really, really a place to be. It's really home away from home. We spend so much time there. My staff are amazing, the teachers, and so we really made it home, away from home.
So right about now, the pandemic, of course, changed things for everybody. And so enrollment for every place, be it college, high school, daycare, childcare, things change with enrollment. So right now, would you say that Somerset Academy is back to where you want to be, or are you on that track?
We're on the track, but we need all the enrollments that we can get. We are actively enrolling. We have space in our preschool programs, after school. If you want to be at Somerset, we will find the space for you. So if you want, you can go on our website, Somerset Academy, and we're the same name under our Instagram. You can call at 267-639-9664. You can call me on my personal cell phone, 267-908-1800. I give that out because we really want to make sure that parents know we are accessible. You're not going to hear automated phone. You will get a live person. Most times you'll even get me.
All right. So now, the area where Somerset Academy is located, I look at that and I would say it's a diverse community.
Very.
You see the yuppie crew, you see folks that look like they're really well off and they've got those fabulous apartments and condos and townhouses. And then you have some people who look like they're maybe struggling a little bit to make ends meet. But that area is diverse. And the other thing that I appreciated about the carnival that I got to attend last year that Somerset hosted was that you welcome the community, whether or not their children were signed up at your school or not. Everybody got to come hang out.
Everyone was invited. This year was even better than last when you were there. Everyone was invited. We pulled people off the street and just, you know, fed the community. That's what Somerset is really about. There are parents that come to the school or will call and say, hey, you know, I wanted to come to your school, but they don't live in the area. We just support them to find a child care facility in the area where they live. Our goal is to support children and families. Not only do we have the academic side, but we also have a nonprofit wing. And in that portion, we support families, we support adults, we look to help people in housing, any aspect that we can.
So you are much more than just a school sitting at 719 West Girard Avenue. You're really a part of the community that gives back, that tries to reach out and lift other people up that are going through a little challenge.
Our staff are, you know, staples in the community. I was a member of the community. We really, really are there to support the community.
I love it. I love it. This is so wonderful that your mother was obedient to a vision that she was given to even start this school. And then she had a daughter like you to step in and become the CEO. That's what's up.
Yes.
That's what's up.
It was, you know, painstaking, but followed her amazing footsteps. You mentioned Dawn, who is always supportive, you know. It's, you know, family affair, and, you know, we all chip in here and there.
What else would you want people to know about the Somerset Academy before we run out of time?
Yes, Somerset Academy, if you have a child that has, we call them unique abilities, but if you have a child that learns differently, send them to Somerset Academy. We have our own behavioral specialists. We have a pipeline quickly to Elwyn. We are getting ready to partner with them so that we can give parents as much support as quickly as possible. A lot of child care providers don't have the added support. We have created that niche. And our teachers are amazing. A lot of them have children who have special needs, so they really understand firsthand the struggles and the challenges that some of our parents go through. We have food that really helps. We have a music program that really works well with children that learn differently. So send them to Somerset.
I was one of those children that learned differently. And so when I was about 1 year old, living on an Army base, my dad was in the Army back in the 1960s, I was diagnosed as mentally retarded. They used the word mentally retarded back in those days because they didn't know how to assign people, you know. And so slow learner or whatever you want to call me, right? But I needed what you all offer at the Somerset Academy, some extra attention. I needed somebody to work with me. My parents did find that for me, and look where I am today. I don't stop talking. I used to wouldn't talk. They said, oh, something wrong with her. She don't talk. And she doesn't speak. She's 3 years old. She's still not talking. She's mentally retarded. I just didn't want to talk.
Exactly. And you weren't given the tools. And you probably weren't asked questions.
Exactly.
You were spoken to and not involved in the conversation. Somerset has a keen way of working with all types of children.
So many of our children have different challenges today, and it's wonderful that at Somerset you've got the sensitivity and the teachers with the knowledge to help the children through all of that. That's a blessing. Put out that phone number and the website again, please.
Yes, Somerset is located at 719 West Girard Avenue, Somerset Academy ELC on Facebook and Instagram, and the phone number is 267-639-9664.
Now, when you were a teenager, did you see yourself being a CEO of an education institution?
Absolutely not. I wanted, and I was in law enforcement. I was a probation officer. So we use all of our skill sets, which is why we have a nonprofit dealing with gun violence prevention. We do drone training, forklift training, again, martial arts, everything that we can do to support families. Self-defense. I am a black belt in martial arts, so we bring that.
You look like you can kick somebody's butt. I ain't gonna mess with her.
I am. So we welcome everyone. Right now it's free, so we really do want the community to be a part. So that number again is 267-639-9664.
I am so glad you came on the program.
Thank you so much.
Next time I'm going to get Barbara Chavous to come out as well, our great founder, and we appreciate her for all she's done over the years. And people like me, we learn a little something from her along the way, too.
I'm still learning. I'm still learning.
And now I'm learning from your sister. She's a tough taskmaster, but I love being with her. I know that's right. Thank you for being with me.
Thank you so much.
All the best to Somerset Academy. Happy anniversary on 10 years. And I plan on being there to help celebrate.
Yes, you will.
All right now.
Thank you.
Thank you all for joining us on this edition of News You Can Use. And as we go out of the program, let me just remind you, I've got this new project out. It's a Black Women Elected Officials calendar. It features elected officials from Philadelphia and surrounding counties women elected officials, and we want to shine a spotlight on them and lift them up, but also to share their history and their stories through their bios with young ladies, young girls. We want to encourage them. You can be whatever you want to be in life. If you want to get your hands on one of these historic keepsake calendars, please log on to our website, www.linedwithluxury.com. That's LINEDWITH luxury, LUXURY.com. Linedwithluxury.com. Thank you for checking us out on this edition of News You Can Use, and you can check us out on WWDB every Wednesday, 8 to 9 a.m. when we host the Inside Scoop. Have a great day, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us. Bye-bye.